Hi there everyone, so like I said, I was going to start recording my experiences with Deliveroo, and I thought I'd start with the very beginning, the app. Or it's not really the beginning, the application process and onboarding would be, and then you'd get your app. So this is what happens where you download the app. You'll get it sent through either email or text. This is the screen you'll come to. Now at first you'll log in with your phone number, but then after you'll log in, because it'll save your details and you'll just log in. However, if you need to log in on another device, or if you've had to re-download the app, you'll log in with your phone number again, input your phone number, and it will record over it for you. So if you press login, this is the screen you'll first be taken to. This is the home screen. It's the screen you'll always be taken to. Now at the top there, obviously you can change your zone. Click into that and it shows you the zone that you're nearest to, nearby zones, and then all the zones that you're able to log into, whether it's a booking zone, whether it's full, or if it's a fee per delivery zone only. And you just click into them and you can book the different zones. So if you're travelling through the UK, you can go and see each one. Next, on the top right hand corner there, with the box and the arrow in it, is the zone. So basically it takes you from where you are to the zone. Now I won't click on it because obviously it's got my address on it and it pinpoints my location, so I won't go on to that just now, but it will take you to the zone if you click onto that top right hand button. Now at the bottom there, it's got your bookings, and all that does is shows you your next booking. So mine is 17 to 2100 tomorrow in Perth. Click onto that and it also shows you all your other bookings there as well. And obviously at the moment we're currently full, there's no spaces left in Perth. It's almost closing when I recorded the video. And obviously there's offline and online as well, so if you want to go online, if there's spaces available, or if you're about to start your shift, you'll press that online button and you'll become available for orders. Sometimes it takes a few pressings, it'll say you're not able to log on, but just make sure you always press that. So yeah, so onto the booking screens there. Just a quick preview. So you can, the menu on the top left hand corner there, so obviously it shows your name and your rider ID. When you call through to rider support, if you need help, they'll always ask for your rider ID and for you to confirm your name. Obviously you won't forget your name, but the rider ID might take a while for you to learn off by heart. So it's always on the top left hand corner in the app, for the iPhones anyway. I'm not sure about the Android phones. So in this menu here, you can obviously click onto your recent deliveries, your past deliveries. When you click onto that, it will show you all the deliveries that you've done in the last month. You can change it to week and day as well. So we'll go to month. And obviously I've done 78. I don't do this full time, so that's pretty decent considering it's the 19th. So that's pretty decent, and I'm a cyclist as well. And it shows you the tips you've done and any unassigned orders you've done there as well. So unassigned, you've got basically 3 minutes to accept the order. If you don't accept it within those 3 minutes, it will become an unassigned order, and you can only unassign every a certain amount before Deliveroo will start getting angry basically. It shows you your tips there as well, so I've done £17, not bad. And you can also go to previous months as well there. What else have we got on the screen? It's not much. Like I said, up top right hand corner there, you can change month, week, day, to see what stats you've got. When you go to day, it shows you what hours were most busy, and you could obviously use that for forward planning and booking, so that you're only on when it's peak hours. Back January, so there's quite a big jump there. I went from doing a few hours a night to full on shifts, and obviously constantly increasing the amount of deliveries that I do throughout a shift, as I was getting fitter, because I wasn't so fit when I first started. But now getting there. Today I've obviously done none. I've had quite a lazy day fixing the bike. So yeah, that is the my deliveries section of the app. Next is my bookings. We've already been to that, but I'll go on to it again and go into a bit more detail now for you. Also, we quickly went into it. You can access that at the my bookings at the bottom of the screen and the home screen as well. So we'll go on to that. So you can book your sessions, obviously where it says book sessions. We'll go on to today. Just closing, currently full anyway, so we'll go on to tomorrow. Obviously shows you what you've booked, what's not available if it's currently full. If it is available, it'll be purple, and where it says change or don't notify, it will come up as book. And when you click onto that, it will book the session for you, and then it will look like the session that is currently 20 to 2100 hours. Sorry about things popping up at the top. I'll try and blur them out. I sell some things on eBay and it's just telling me I've got to dispatch some items. So, personal information that I'll try and blur out. Anyway, yeah, so when you click book, it'll end up looking like the 20 to 2100 session. You can also request them weekly. I'll go into that in a second. So yeah, I'll go into to show you that. So you can go in, you book it once for that day, or you can request it weekly. Now obviously booking isn't guaranteed, as it says there on the app, so always go in and just double check that it has been booked, and notify if it hasn't, so that you get notified if the shift is available at any point. So yeah, it goes forward for 2 weeks. Obviously on a Monday it'll be 1 week until the shift is released, so it's until Monday. The next week won't be released until Monday, depending on your stats. It depends on what time it'll actually get released for you, so whether or not you'll actually get priority booking. So I'm on the Sunday there. Should I think what else? Yeah, so up the top again you can change the zone for that, for whatever area you want to be in. The notify function works better with iOS phones. I had an Android before and doesn't notify as soon as the shifts are available, but the iOS does. And notifying, what it does is if the shift isn't available and you want to do that shift, click notify, and eventually if someone cancels or it becomes busier, they'll say, yep, that's available now, do you still want it? You can go on and book. If you want. You can change the zones, the booking at the top there. It was similar to the screen that I showed you before on the home screen to change the zone, except it will tell you if the zone's full or not. It will tell you the area and whether or not it's only open to fee per delivery riders. All the other ones are booking only, and fee per delivery. Go on, see what's available. Again, you can tour the UK basically, making money as you cycle through and deliver stuff. So we'll go. You can also get help there on how to use the self-serve booking in a bit more detail. How you cancel bookings, how the notify function works. You can how the weekly requests work, that sort of thing. And it gives you a guide at the top there as well. Okay, so the next thing we're going to go on to is your statistics, or my statistics. My statistics over the weekend didn't update. I've emailed them to try and get that fixed. So at the moment I've got priority booking, so I booked today at 11. The worse you do, so basically if my attendance drops, my late cancellation rises, and I don't do super peak participation, which is self-explanatory, you can read that on the screen, you will then get later bookings. So the bookings are released on a Monday at 11 AM, 3 PM, or 5 PM, depending on your stats. I'm not exactly sure what stats relate to what, but obviously it's better to have good stats than bad ones if you want to get money in bookings, especially if you rely on Deliveroo for your income. It's always good to have good stats. Late cancellation, you've got to give 24 hours notice if you're cancelling a shift. So on the screen now is my referral code. You can now actually track the people that you refer to see how close they are to their 20 orders. So I got £200, he got £50. Basically for me referring him. You can share it obviously for the share link, or you can copy it. If you're going to join, use that link. You'll get £50 after your first 20 orders. Sorry about that, I was interrupted there. So yeah, like I was saying, always use a referral code, you'll get money, and then you can obviously refer your friends as well, or people that you know, and then you'll make the £200 or the £250, depending on what zone you're in. And you can track them as well, so you can motivate them to get your money. So at the bottom of the page, there's your facts and questions. Tells you what area, how much you're entitled to in each area, and a bit more of the terms and conditions of the fee referral function. I'll also put it in my description, the link, so you can use mine. So this is your inbox. It gives you notifications. The spaces you want are available. If you've missed a session, or when your next session is due, or if they need to tell you something. Your facts and questions, they say that to always check this before calling rider support, but it's rarely on here that answer. It's stuff you can find online anyway if you just do a quick Google search, how to make a fee query, that sort of thing, using substitutes to do your orders, if no one's got ID for an alcohol order, what to do, that sort of thing. You can give app feedback as well, so if you're going to report a problem, you can go on, you can take a screenshot or a screen recording or a picture you've taken before, comment on it, and then send it off, and hopefully they'll fix it. Same as suggesting the improvement. And then your settings. So your map settings, I've got set to cycling. I don't know why they've got walking on there, but obviously if you're driving, car or scooter, select that one. You can show traffic as well. I do that so if there's traffic in the area, it'll take me another way so I can avoid it. You can avoid routes with tolls and highways, but there's none in my area, so I've unticked them. You can select what app you prefer, any updates available. You can log out as well. I always stay logged in, but just make sure you're offline if you don't want to receive orders, or it can affect your app. Your stats obviously become unassigned. It won't let you go online if it's full anyway, so you don't need to worry about being online if you're not supposed to. And the zone's now closed. So our zone's 11:30 till 11 PM. I think different zones are different times, so that's something to check once you get your app, or maybe ask before even applying. What else could I tell you? So just make sure you use the referral links. There's so much lost money in people joining without actually referring anyone. You can use any referral link, so if you want to use mine and earn £50 after your first 20 orders, feel free, and I'll keep you updated on whether or not it's actually came through. And hopefully you enjoy riding with Deliveroo. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments or email me, and I'll do my best to find the answer and make a video to reply, or I might just reply in the comments, just depends.